Porque te amo demasiado, ey, te amo demasiado, ey, todavía estoy aprendiendo que tu felicidad primero. Te amo demasiado, mami, aún te amo demasiado. Solo dame.
Hello my peeps, how are we doing today? I'm Alexia, and today's video is going to be a video on the Peacock makeup look that you saw in the thumbnail if you saw it. And yeah, I have my headbands here and my little doggy just came in. Come here, Gordo. Come here, baby. Look at him. He's so cute and beautiful. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing that makeup today. I did the crown and everything and the little feathers, of course, by hand because I just like making my life difficult. But you know, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. And since I don't study, I don't have anything else to do. But yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started. If you like this kind of content, oh, are you tired? You're always tired. If you like this kind of content, make sure to click to subscribe and click the bell because, you know, that way you can see when I post my videos. And yeah, I mean, you might as well subscribe. It's free. You got nothing to lose. Just subscribe. You don't even have to watch my videos if you don't want to. I totally get it. I'm pretty annoying, probably. But he's not, and he's so cute. So subscribe for him, you know? Make a girl realize that what she did by not going to college is a good thing, you know? I think he wants to get down. But yeah, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright guys, so now that you are zoomed into my face and you can see literally food on my mouth, it's just like, it's like a gloomy day and all I feel like doing is laying down, but we're gonna push through. So I'm just gonna start off with the cream palettes I always use. I get these off of Amazon just because they're nice and creamy and they have a whole bunch of colors and it's just easier, I don't know. So I'm gonna start by doing the base color. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna do blue on the face and then probably I'll go down into green and then do like a darker blue when I put the petals or whatever the feathers onto my, onto my chest. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and start doing that. So I'm basically just gonna start painting the face with a royal blue almost. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. So I'm just thinking about mixing like a royal blue and maybe these three colors, and I'm just gonna mix it until I feel like I'm happy with the color that I want to put on, because I don't want to be too dark because I want to put a darker one here. You know, just thoughts that are going into my brain right now currently. So now that I have the blue mixed all together, I'm just going to start applying it to my face. And I'm just going to do my face right now because I don't know what else I want to do afterwards. I actually might... Oh, I am so sorry. People are going to see this and they're going to be like, she's so disgusting. Of course she's still single. But I need to fart and burp because I have stomach issues, so. Okay, anyways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my face and I'm gonna put it like halfway and then see how it's going. We're just taking this step by step because I have an idea, but it's not a very concrete idea, if that makes sense. So we're gonna see what happens, okay?
Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light.
Okay, so now that we have covered the face, and I just put some of the blue as well on my eyes and some shadow on top to not get any creases, I'm going to go into the eyes. So for the eyes, I want to make them green so that they are not like, so that they pop, you know, because my face is blue, so I don't want to do a blue eyeshadow because then it's not going to pop. But I am going to put a little bit of blue eyeshadow in the crease because I do want it to blend into the base. The blue base. So I'm going to take a blue shadow. I just have this one by Beauty, and there's just a whole bunch of blues in here. Oh my god, I can't even. I'm just taking whatever blue, honestly. I don't even know. Just taking a whole bunch of blues and seeing what happens. So I'm just going to put this into the crease lightly and then start blending it up towards where the brow is so that we can kind of mask that brow a little bit more. So I'm just going to continue to do this and then I'll be back to show you the next step. so now that we did that, I'm going to go in with this palette. Don't even know where it's from. It's Pink Rose. I'm gonna take this one right here. That's just like a mix between green and blue so that we can start going into the green. So I'm just putting this right underneath the blue, just like so. So kind of the idea I have for the eye is I kind of want it to look like the feathers on the peacock, if that makes sense. So I'm just applying that green in that crease. And so now what I'm thinking is I think I'm gonna do a winged liner eye thing, but I want to like extend it really far out. So I want it to where my brow begins, or like right where it ends, and then it comes up here. So that's kind of what I am thinking of doing. But before I actually do that, I'm gonna contour my face because it's gonna be easier to contour it now instead of later when I have that winged liner. So once I did that, I'm gonna go back into the blues and just blend it out a little bit more. So now that we have done that, I'm gonna go ahead and contour. So for the contour, I'm basically just contouring how I normally would. I'm just gonna use a darker tone of cream shadow. And I'm not gonna contour my jawline just yet. I'm just gonna contour this part of my face. And I'm just basically gonna use a darker blue is basically what I'm doing. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the eye. So now that I have contoured my face a little bit, I just did a mixture of the royal blue and the black, and I just used a little sponge and just, you know? Now I'm trying to decide how I want to do the eye. And I hope I don't fuck it up. I really hope I don't. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. So if you can't see what I'm doing, it's because I've gotten really close to my mirror and I'm trying to get concentrated. But I'm just kind of, I don't know if you can see, but where I kind of drew out that line is basically gonna be my guide. And I'm just dipping my little brush in some makeup remover, and then I'm gonna fill in that with a shadow of another color. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do this and hope for the best. Okay, so now that we did that, I'm just gonna take the white base and I'm gonna put it everywhere where there's nothing, just my bare skin, and then I'm gonna apply shadow on top of it. So while I do that, I'll be back to show you the next steps. Okay, so now that I applied the white base everywhere, I'm going to take the vibrant green that we used at the beginning right here, and I'm applying that everywhere. We're gonna see how it looks, but I did just want to add a vibrant green on there since like the rest of the colors are really like blended into each other. I kind of want the eyes to like pop. I'm going to use just a flat brush, and I'm also using just like a fluffy brush with no product just to kind of blend out that base. And then I'm going to just apply that vibrant green everywhere. Okay, so now that we have that green shadow, I'm going to go in to my watercolor, and I'm going to be using this as like a liner basically. And I'm going to take watercolor that's going to go around the wing just because I don't know, I just feel like it's missing something. The question is, what color? Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the dark green watercolor, and I just feel like it's gonna look a little bit better. So I'm just basically gonna do a line all around this whole situation. So yeah, I mean, there's not much to explain. Just get a nice little thin brush, and hopefully you don't fuck it up, because that's what I'm hoping for right now. Alright guys, so now we're here. We created the little line things. Now the next step is a very good question because I don't really know what it's gonna be. I want to add more to the eyes because this looks kind of boring for me anyways. Okay, before I do the eyes, I'm gonna add some rhinestones because I think it's gonna look pretty cool like if I add them right on top of this. So that's what I'm gonna do. The worst thing about doing your makeup when you just got your nails done is that they're gonna look disgusting afterwards, and they're so cute. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna be using some green rhinestones. They just look like this. They're a little bit bigger, which is what I wanted exactly. So I'm just gonna basically put this in fast forward motion. You basically grab some lash glue and you stick them on. So there's not really much to it, so yes. Okay everyone, so I know it's been a minute since I last hit the record button, but I honestly just didn't really know what I was doing, so I don't really know how to explain it until I'm here. But yeah, so as you can see, I just did lines basically where the eye is just kind of following that wing shape with different colors and stuff. I mean, there's really no way to explain it except kind of just what comes into your head in that moment. And then I did the little thing here. I'm kind of trying to do like the adult coloring book kind of style for the peacock on my face because the feathers that I'm going to put are kind of like that. So I kind of want to do it for my face as well for it to like, you know, I don't really want to turn myself into an actual bird. So, but yeah, so once we do that, so once I have all this done, I'm going to continue working on these. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm just going to record a little bit of it so you guys can see it while I call my friend.
In a monaural recording.
Okay guys, so I don't know if you saw what I just did, but because I was recording it, but then my card got full, so I don't know what I was able to record, but just kind of did this little design thing. I don't know if I like it or not, but I feel like if you look from far away, it looks okay. So we're just gonna go with it. Now we're gonna go into this part of the face. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do it green or if I want to go into a darker blue. I think I might go into a darker blue so that I can keep using green and like have that as accents. Basically, so I want to use the same blue I was using. I started using at the very beginning, and I'm just going to apply it down here. And then once I do that, I'm also going to contour this part. So once I do those two things, we will move on to the nice little detail and shit that we have to continue to do on the face. You know, the other day I went to bed at 9 a.m. That's what anxiety does to me, and depression and my BPD. It's a lot of fun. I'm actually thinking of doing an updated mental health story if you guys are interested, because let me tell you, my life right now hasn't been butterflies and rainbows. I wish I could say it was, but it really isn't. Life kind of sucks right now, especially when, you know, shit's going on. Okay, so now that my little rant is over, I'm gonna go ahead and start contouring. So for the contour, I'm just taking a brush like this, and it's just gonna be easier to contour with this, and I'm just mixing it with the royal blue and some black. So I'm just going to start kind of creating the lines, and if I need to take out some excess, then I will. God, fucking hair is so annoying. I swear, if I was bald, it would be so cool to like do, because like I could have dragged this more out, like, oh, it'd be so cool. But hell no, I'm not going bald. So I'm just gonna contour my face, and then I will be back to show you the other parts. So yes. Okay everyone, so I am just going to start on the little design down here. So I'm thinking of doing some little swirlies because I feel like it looks good and it's not super time consuming to do. And I might add some other stuff in there, but that's what we're going to start off with first. And then I'm going to use the green shade kind of that we used to incorporate it. So I'm just going to take the same brush that I've literally been using, putting in some makeup remover and then wiping it off on my pants. I'm going to use that same green color, like green yellow color, and just start making the little swivelies and see what I come up with. Okay everybody, so I know once again I did a little bit more than I did last time, but I basically just did the same steps, just kind of drew out some designs, kind of like the adult coloring book kind of thing, but not too complicated because I'd be here for hours. So just did something a bit more simple than that. And then I just added rhinestones to any part that I felt like was a little too empty, just to give it some dimension and stuff. Now we're gonna go on to hopefully the part that makes this makeup look a lot better. So before I did this makeup, I just made a whole bunch of these little peacock feathers. I like drew them out, colored them in, and did all that shit, and it took me for fucking ever. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply them all over the body, and it looks good against that, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so I only did the neck colored because I'm not going to put them all the way up here. I'm going to kind of like, you'll see what I mean, but I'm not going to do the body unless there's some negative space, just because one, it's going to be easier to glue them on, and two, I don't have to scrub in the shower for 20 minutes trying to take blue off my armpits because it looks disgusting. So I made some small ones and some bigger ones. So I have these two sizes. So this bigger size is going to go right here and the smaller size is going to go up here. And we are going to start from the neck down because of the fact that if you went like this, you overlap these, but if you did it the opposite way, so like this, you would overlap the wrong way, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's just kind of how I was picturing it in my head. So that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, so I'm just going to stick these on literally with some masking tape or just like regular tape. So I'm just grabbing the little thing and then I'm just sticking on the tape on the back, literally how you would do it in arts and crafts when you were like 5. So I'm just sticking that one there. Okay. So I think we're good. Okay, so and then this is basically what I want to do for the whole body. But for the neck, I am going to put some that are a little bit higher up, maybe just to like give it a little bit more of dimension. So like maybe this one I might put like around here. I'm literally just going to keep doing this, and it's basically probably going to be the end of the video, except like doing like my eyelashes and things like that. So I'm just going to continue to do this just using tape basically. You can also do the tape and then put Prozade on top of it or liquid latex, but to be quite honest with you, I'm way too lazy right now to go get liquid latex, and Prozade is a pain in the ass to take off, and I don't have any makeup remover for it. So if they start to fall off, then I'll just use it. So yeah, and you'd never want to put liquid latex or Prozade on paper because it does turn it like really wrinkly and gross. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Alright guys, so we have made it to the end of the video. I am actually pretty happy with how this turned out. The only pain in the butt is that, exactly that. And then these that keep getting crinkled because, you know, I need to use my arms at certain points, you know. This is a bad thing about, you know, doing makeup on yourself like this, because like, yeah, drawing is fun and it can take a long time, you know, like there's people who draw who like work on art for like hours, right? And then I work on my art for 15 or sometimes less. But the difference is I can't stop until I'm done with it. And if I move, it can fuck it all up. So yeah, but hey, we learn along the way, you know? Probably next time I will do this at the very end instead of now when I was trying to apply my lashes and put this thingy ding on. So that is the completed makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. So I mean, I feel like the hard part was basically the face because I mean this was time consuming, to be quite honest with you. It took me a couple days to make all of these motherfuckers because oh my god. But I mean it's easier to just glue them on instead of doing it by hand, and it saved me a good amount of fucking time. And you know, when you're doing art, this shit doesn't usually happen, for example. But it saved me a good amount of fucking time doing this on paper instead of on myself, and I feel like it looks a lot cooler because it's like 3D kind of. But yeah, and also the headpiece didn't take that long, surprisingly. I found a new technique that takes less time. Took me a minute to find it, but I finally did. So if you guys are interested in knowing how I do these little headpieces, let me know in the comments below. I haven't recorded it because no one's really said anything, and you know, it saves me time not editing the video and not recording this, but if you guys want to know, I'll do it. But yeah, so this is the completed look. I hope this video wasn't all over the place. My camera cut off and then my camera died, so I'm sorry, but hopefully you kind of got the idea of what it is. Basically the face is just kind of, I don't even know what I did. I just kind of like did whatever I could think of, and then this I already had planned. But yeah, with that being said, here are my social media platforms. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I usually will post the makeup first on there while it takes me some time to edit the videos and everything else. And then also I have my Instagram, my personal Instagram, and my beauty Instagram, where I post the pictures of the makeup and of course my personal life, which is just great. But yeah, with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please help a girl out. You know, give it a like, give it a comment. Why not? Subscribe, please. It's free. It's literally free. Don't even have to watch my videos if you don't want to. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Bye.
Porque te amo demasiado, te amo demasiado, todavía estoy...
Nice and shimmery. This is so fucked up. Wait, did he actually die? No, he's in Euphoria. Duh. Oh, por Dios. I do just want to make, but I... Hey. do together because we're a team. A team.
So good, was it feel so good? Was it feel